broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Turn that up, Marissa. Come on. Come on. Around the world, there's only one Hell's Kitchen After Show. Every country, thank you for downloading us on iTunes. This is the official Hell's Kitchen After Show. In your face, sizzling, hot, white hot. My name is Leo Quinones. I am your host. I gotta say, my man crush, Gordon Ramsay. So what? There, I said it. And we're talking about Hell's Kitchen Season 12. There's a lot going on. Now, I could read you a bunch of stuff, like I watched Hell's Kitchen and here are my notes. Not going to do that. No way. I'm going to take you inside Hell's Kitchen. You're going to get an all-access pass up into the stinky dorms, into the lovely kitchen area where Gordon says, get out, piss off. And to do that right now in studio, one of the 11 remaining chefs of season 14, please welcome Josh Trovato right here, right now, buddy.
Awesome. A pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
We broke bread, brother.
Amen.
We went to the Tweet and Eat with Marino Desano.
Beautiful place,
right?
What an amazing place. Marino, a gem. I mean, pizza, Italian pizza. I'm an Italian guy.
Yeah.
Trovato. Yeah. It's in my heritage. You know?
How charming is that guy?
He was amazing, and I'm so glad I got to meet. I mean, these wonderful people that I'm getting to meet. Yeah. You, Marino.
Yeah, it was a Tweet and Eat.
Life friends.
Yeah.
Lifelong friends.
Cool.
Tweet and Eat.
What was your favorite bite at Desano?
See, I'm a big prosciutto guy.
Okay.
Parma. Mm-hmm. And to have a pizza like that, I come from Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn the last 4 years, and pizza is a staple there.
Right.
It's huge. It's a big deal.
It's hit and miss, though.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
You have to know where to go.
It is hit and miss. The water has a lot to do with it, though.
Is that just a wives' tale, dude?
It could be, right? But isn't it fun to say?
That's not New York pizza.
It's the water. You have to go there to get that pizza.
All right, nice prosciutto. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Prosciutto de Parma.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Friends, if you ever get to go to Los Angeles, go to Desano Bakery. It's been around like 100 years.
10,000, I think now.
Yeah, and 780 degrees, searing hot oven, wood burn.
It's beautiful. You just have to go and see it. Yeah. You just got to go look at it. You know, and then when you're there, you're going to breathe it in. You're going to smell. You're like, you know what? Let me just go get 4 or 5 pizzas to bring home.
Yeah, and it was you and Millie.
Millie from Philly.
Millie's emotional, man.
I love it.
After watching last week's episode, and Gordon pulled him into the little side room,
Millie.
And he's crying a lot.
He is,
and so is Brett, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a battle. We're in war, and you're in these heated situations, and you really dig deep. You find out a lot about yourself, and parts that you really didn't expect to find out about yourself. Millie is a passionate person. God love him.
Right.
I think he's an amazing person, and he's real. What you see is what you get with Millie.
Yeah.
But would you want it any other way?
No. And Josh, he's putting you to shame. His beard, he said, took 8 years.
8 years. Jeez.
Can you imagine?
That's too much. That's too much. I mean, I don't want to look homeless.
Millie looks homeless. All right.
Now he's gonna get me. I love him. I hate him. I love him. I hate him.
Oh my God.
We have our fun. Me and Millie. We were the camaraderie was real between us, and seeing him brought back so many great memories.
Yeah.
We go at it like brothers do.
Yeah.
You'll see it gets heated.
Wow.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to last week's episode. Upon the elimination of Brendan Pelly. Okay,
Yes.
Brendan, it just kind of came out of nowhere. He kind of had to do the long walk out of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
He just didn't seem like he He was built for this. So, get the hell out of here, Gordon says. Every single episode for, 14 seasons. And this one, as you guys are walking back to the dorm, he says, Josh, I need you for a minute.
Yeah. What the heck?
Pick it up from there.
When Chef Ramsay tells you to come over to speak to me. Privately. Everybody's gone. I'm off the hook. Woo! I get to go to bed. I get to go eat, right? Nope. Chef Ramsay wants to talk to me. He brings me over. What the hell happened? What happened is what he wants to know. Mm-hmm. And I'm honest. I'm an honest person, and he wants the truth.
Did you say more when you were sitting there from what you remember? Because it was taped about 2 years ago.
It was, it was when it was.
Right, it was when it was.
It was when it was. But he brought me over and wanted to talk to me. And that being said, that means he cares.
Right.
When Chef Ramsay calls you over privately, it's not to humiliate you. It's not to insult you. It's to teach you something. It's to say, I care, and this is what I want you to know. It's okay to ask for help.
Wow.
It's okay. We're not perfect. I'm the furthest thing from perfect. I strive for it. I strive for excellence. My whole life I'm going to. Because I want great things. But Gordon saw that in me, and he saw my effort, because my effort is always going to be there. But sometimes I don't know what to do. Right. Sometimes I can't rely on myself. And what he's saying is Josh, you don't have to rely on yourself. I'm Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Right.
If you have a question, ask.
Okay. Then immediately after that, you retreat to the dorms.
Yes.
Everyone's out there doing a big community dinner. There are a bunch of chefs cooking one dinner, and then there's you pacing back and forth where you said, and I quoting Josh right here, I don't want people to think I'm psycho, but I talk to myself. What do you think? Tell me about that. Did you forget that there's 72 cameras in Hell's Kitchen in the dorms everywhere? Or did you know that the cameras were there, or were you mugging for the camera? Come on, give me the honest truth.
When you're there, you're not thinking about anything else. When Gordon Ramsay pulls you aside and says, hey, you say, whoa. And I dig deep. I'm a very deep person.
Right.
I got to where I am from seeing how far I can go, from seeing what's inside of me, and it's pulled out by me. Only I can pull out what's inside me.
Right.
And that's what I have to do.
Right.
I do talk to myself, because if I don't, who's going to? Who's going to call me on my shit if not me? I have to call me on my own shit. Right.
So you're having
that pep talk.
You're having that pep talk to yourself.
I'm an athlete.
Yeah, but okay, now let's get into.
It was a good talk.
Good. Yeah,
it was a very good talk.
Good talk. Okay, good talk to myself. Okay. So I want to know what life is like inside the dorms of Hell's Kitchen. Before we get to Hell's Kitchen itself, there's, like you said, camaraderie and having to live with people that you don't know that you're trying to beat. What's it like in there?
It's fascinating. It's so real. That's why they call it Real World on the other side, right?
They do.
They do.
I didn't know that.
The TV show. They have
Real World.
The Real World. You know? So it is a real world, a situation. You are living with people. You are seeing them, change their personalities, their clothes, their meals. Everything is disclosed. You see everything about these people, which is also great for a competition, right?
Why? Tell me why. Explain it.
You get to learn about this person. You
so
get
you're
to know
studying
their insides and outs.
You're studying behavior.
You're studying behavior. You're studying walks, talks,
weaknesses, strengths.
Right? Yes, you have to.
Okay.
This is a competition.
Kind of go through some of the contestants and how are you sizing them up? I'll throw out a name. Okay, so what about Megan?
Megan. I actually I got very close to Megan. I did, believe it or not. I like Megan on a very platonic level, I should say.
Wait a minute. Going back a couple episodes, if there's anyone who's going to embark on a showmance, it was Josh.
Well,
cheerful, dimples. So is there doink doink going on in the dorms?
No, never. Come on. Would that make my mother proud? I'm here to make my mom proud.
It depends on how good you are.
Well, if there was a Yelp review for it, I think I'd be at the top of the list.
Whoa!
Josh saying.
Just put it out
Josh
there.
saying. So, no, it's, I wasn't there for doinking. I was there to, to win.
So you're sizing people up. And,
you are.
Yeah, tell me about some of the high points and low points of dorm life.
High points is, where is Josh? How come Josh isn't eating with us? They saw the way I ate. I have a healthy appetite. I have a very healthy appetite.
You should be heavier.
I should be heavier. I'm actually 250 pounds.
Okay.
I enjoy working out. I enjoy lifting weights. But these people, they saw that something was wrong with Josh. T, Millie, Allison, these people cared.
And what happened?
Well, I was in the room talking to myself.
Right.
I needed to dig deep, and I needed to find myself.
And they gave you your space?
Of course they did. There was a lot of respect there. There was a lot of respect.
Let's talk about disrespect. Did it get ugly? I know Millie kind of came loose on just recently.
He did.
He unleashed on, of all people, Brendan. Looks like underdog.
I like Brendan a lot.
He looks like Sherman and Peabody Sherman. He's just so.
I mean, he does.
I know.
He does with the little glass pole. That's patent now.
Yeah, exactly. So, tell me about some of the craziness in the dorms.
It happens.
You have to throw it down.
You have to unleash. If not, you're bottling it up, and it becomes dangerous. Anger and self-hate diminishes people. It can diminish you. It can be the end of you.
So what was your strategy in the dorms?
My strategy was talking to myself. My strategy was shadow boxing in the shower.
Great. Okay, look. Shower habits and self-pep talks aside, what was your strategy when you were amongst the populace of the chefs that were competing?
I believe that I am an alpha male. I believe that I demand respect without saying it. But also in that same breath, I love joy and prosperity, and I enjoy people. I love people. But like Cameron, if I feel threatened, you're going to know about it.
Right.
You're going to know I didn't like that. Because out of respect for human beings, you need to know. Okay. You need to know how to treat people, how not to treat people. And I'm not perfect, and there's times where I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But,
What's it like when you're exhausted? You're trying to slumber in Hell's Kitchen, and you are slumbering, and then they come in with those crazy fire alarm mornings.
You have to expect the worst and hope for the best. Expect the worst. Expect that Chef Ramsay's going to come in and light the whole place on fire, right? And I got to figure out a way how to get the fuck out of Hell's Kitchen. So I went into this thinking the worst. I pictured jumping off buildings. I wanted to climb up buildings.
What did they make you do up to now in the season? I mean, you had to dig for some ice fish.
Yes.
That sounded...
With Michael, who's a genius, a fish genius, Michael.
How so?
Michael? Well, I picked salmon for Michael thinking that, what an easy fish. I mean, since I was a kid, I've been eating salmon.
Right.
The guy brings me, trout, a monkfish head.
Right.
So it's just, the skill levels are different.
But it was freezing.
It was freezing, but I don't feel anything when I'm in the zone. I don't feel anything. Fire, ice, nothing matters.
All right.
Nothing matters. I'm in it to win it.
Cool. Best reward, worst punishment in Hell's Kitchen.
Best reward, I got to sit down and listen to Chef Gordon Ramsay give advice.
Yeah. That was at the winery? Was it a winery? I don't remember.
In Malibu.
Oh, yeah, with the animals.
With the animals.
Yeah.
With, I think Megan was there, T was there.
Yeah, my girlfriend was making out with a camel. I go, that thing's going to bite your face. She's like, oh, no, let me get out.
The camel her name was Camille, the camel.
I don't get the connection.
I don't either.
So you had a great chat with Ramsay, and then we only see 20 seconds on the show of the reward.
Yes.
So how long was he actually there with you guys?
It felt like forever. It lasted forever, right? And it's always going to last. I mean, you get to sit there and talk to that man who's a legend.
Yeah.
An absolute legend. Whatever he says, you take it, you listen, you try to regurgitate it, later.
Yeah.
What did he say? Wow, that was a lesson. He tried to teach me something.
Right.
And if you notice, I believe that he was sitting, staring at me. Maybe that's my own little fantasy. Put in a little.
Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself, Josh. Yeah, absolutely.
I do feel like I had a connection with him, though.
Awesome. Well,
Gordon is
coming after you. Yeah.
I got him.
Okay. Absolute dismal, humiliating, worst point. Scraping something. You guys lost a lot at the beginning.
The losses.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly fish sandwiches is not something I grew up on.
Right.
Yeah. So that was tough to go down.
Gag reflex.
I did. It wasn't my favorite moment. But it wasn't good. But you know, you're hungry.
Right.
You don't care what they're going to feed you. Mm-hmm. You're going to eat it.
Right.
We're there long days.
Yeah.
It's a very long day.
Wow.
And we're expending a lot of energy. Throughout the day.
Well, listen, Michael Salakis came in on the Greek challenge.
Yes.
And poor Josh.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they set it up, Josh says on the challenge, look, I just need my meat to rest. And then Gordon goes, 30 seconds.
Boom.
Yeah. Take us to that moment.
It wasn't one of my fondest moments.
You got to talk about it. You got to talk about it.
And I want to.
Yeah.
I felt like I did have a really great dish. You know, I put all my heart and soul into everything that I do. Time is against you. You get 40 minutes.
Right.
And I like to do too much. That's my life. That's who I am. Trying to do too much is the way I was born.
Yeah.
So I do try to do too much. It bit me in the butt.
Yeah.
I didn't have my extra 2-3 minutes to let my lamb to rest.
It would have made that much of a difference.
Oh, God, yeah. So basically with meat.
Yeah,
when you cook meat.
Layman's term for the
ready?
cooks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So meat, when you're searing it, you're cooking it. The blood, the juices are going like this. They're flowing. They're going crazy, right? It's cooking.
Okay.
And that's what cooking does. So after that, the first 2-3 minutes, your food is still doing that. And if you slice into your meat, guess what? On the plate.
Right.
All over.
The amount of blood was staggering.
Crazy, right? I feel like it was on purpose. Somebody like plugged extra blood in there. You know what? Let's give a little bit extra blood to Josh's lamb, please. Can we pipe in blood here?
I mean, it was woo! And they're like,
lamb soup.
He goes, is that on purpose? I was like, oh, so you got a 1 point.
I was defeated, but you know what? Bouncing back is who I am.
Yeah, and then you try to make time with Miss California at the go-kart.
Who doesn't have time for Miss California?
No, I said you try to make time with Miss California.
Well, you know, she's a beautiful lady. Beautiful woman. So.
Yeah. So you came a runner-up on that one, right?
I came in third. But deservingly Adam and Randy, first and second. I mean, without those two guys, we weren't getting to that go-kart challenge. We weren't having fun that day.
Right.
Perfect 10s on both scores.
Nice.
Randy, God bless him.
Yeah.
What a guess.
And he was like,
what a guess,
I don't know, I got chicken now. I'm going to do that. What chef likes what I like.
I don't know. I think I'm going to try it.
Yeah, and it worked.
I love him. God bless him, though.
Okay, so now let's move into Hell's Kitchen. What's it like to cook inside Hell's Kitchen?
Fascinating. It's amazing. It's gladiator. It's gladiator. You're there to cut and bleed and fire. So to have this opportunity to be able to cook in Hell's Kitchen changed my life. It allowed me to find myself on another level. When you get there, you either go to the challenge, you know, you get up there to wherever it is, or you fail. You watch yourself crumble. And you can feel it.
How did Hell's Kitchen find you, or how did you find Hell's Kitchen?
I feel like God had a lot to do with it.
Really?
I do.
Tell me why.
I'm a very, faith is everything to me. I feel like God has put me here for very specific reasons. I want to change the world. I do, and food was my in. And however else I can spin off from that is what I want to do. But I do have an obligation to mankind, I feel like. I was put through the ringer as a kid. I was teased, made fun of. I would go home.
Why were you teased? Why were you made fun of?
It's just probably because those kids didn't get enough love.
Right.
So they had to take it out on somebody else, and I was just the brunt of the joke.
Right.
Which is totally understandable, you know? So you have to figure out what the root of the problem is. Find it, and let's fix it. Let's fix it. Children are the most important part of our life.
Wow.
And unless we take care of that, unless we fix that, then we as a generation, we are in
What
trouble.
drove you out into success? I mean,
I didn't do very well in high school. Okay. I barely graduated high school. I graduated 10 from the bottom. And God gave me an opportunity to go to college, Johnson & Wales University. And I knew food. Food was so real to me because, well, I was fat.
Okay.
So I enjoyed food. I loved it.
Big fat?
I was over 300 pounds at one point.
Okay.
I was over 300 pounds, and then, God willing, I was saved. At 18, I lost 85 pounds in 6 months.
How? You did it too.
Yes, but I listened. And listening to direction is all that life is.
Right.
You have to listen to the direction.
So have you woven that into the fabric of your cooking now?
I have. Knowing food, learning food, ins and outs, grams of fats, grams of sugars, carbohydrates, and knowing what each gram does to your body changes a life. Food is very important. Food is the most important part of who we are. It makes us who we are. Knowledge. You know, you can't think on an empty stomach.
Right.
So
does it make you crazy how poisonous mainstream food is?
It does. does. It's scary.
Yeah.
We trust people who technically shouldn't be really trusted. But I will say this. There are things in place, rules, stipulations, the health department that keeps us safe, that try to keep us safe, I should say, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, because without these people, we could die. Food can kill you, which is what people don't understand. But it can also save a life. So it saved my life, and I owe food a debt of gratitude.
So you're a private chef? That's what it says. That's what it says.
I do.
What would you say today, 2015? What cashes your check? I mean, what do you cash your check doing?
So a private chef is somebody that enjoys entertaining people. I love entertaining people.
Obviously.
Obviously.
You're not a ham. You're the whole pig.
I'm the whole damn pig. I'm a wild boar.
All right.
So I enjoy it. I have fun with it. I've been doing it my whole life. You look at pictures when I was 7 or 8. I'm making crazy ass faces. My parents couldn't hold the leash to me.
Right.
I'm in the church choir, the church, with the church plays. I'm knocking hats off of kids. I'm making crazy faces. My mom's trying to, shh, Josh, you can't do this.
Right.
But that's who I am.
Right.
My personality was too big for a stage.
Wow.
And I want to showcase that on the biggest level possible.
Well, now that, did you say, I'm going to go on Hell's Kitchen, and did you send in an email, or did someone say, Josh, you would be great on Hell's Kitchen? What happened?
I've been doing food for 14 years now.
Right.
I enjoy
Where?
it. I love it. Actually, my first job was at a ballroom in Audubon, New Jersey, which is where I was born and raised.
So is that like big 300 people at one time?
Yeah, basically. There was 3 ballrooms, and each room could have over 150 people.
Crank it out.
I was 14.
Crank it out. Fast.
It was crazy. They trusted me with way too much at 14.
What do you mean, you're running it?
I would hire my friends. I'd have my friends come in. I was doing all kinds of different things. The place is obviously not there anymore, but it's obviously no longer there. But that was my into life.
What was the quality of the food at 14?
It was great. I wasn't cooking as much, but I was preparing. I mean, it was. We're talking about 15 years ago. Food was different. Food has evolved now. People won't eat what was served back then. Boiled potatoes. Carrots and a little bit of sugar and a couple.
Yeah.
Food has developed. Food is evolved on so many different levels because of this man, because of the man who taught him. These people have changed everything, and finally, Americans, we're allowing it to happen. We are allowing this knowledge to thrive within us and to thrive within our restaurants. Trans fats are illegal in New York City for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
We're trying, and that's all that matters is the effort. If we're putting an effort to change, we'll see it.
There's a great documentary called Fed Up. I don't know if you saw that
I have
one.
not.
Oh my
I'll have
gosh.
to look into it.
I have
to write it down.
Yeah, Fed Up. If you haven't seen this documentary, it's crazy. I mean, the kids, babies, formula, the corn syrup, getting infants hooked on sugar at 0 months. You know what I mean? It's really it's really awful. So, what would you say is your signature dish now? What is your signature dish?
My signature dish now, I love cooking scallops. I do. I love it because people don't know how to do it. And how they don't know how, it's so simple. You know what I want to do? I want to come back and show you how to cook scallops.
Yeah.
I want you to show the world that you can cook scallops.
Hot plate right here?
Hot plate. I'll get a hot plate. I'll bring in some scallops. And in 5 minutes, you will have made beautiful scallops.
All right. Okay. Because, as Gordon says, it's a screaming hot pan.
Screaming.
Put it in the 12 o'clock position.
Please.
And then, so you know which one is which one you put in there.
Yeah.
And then 30 seconds each side. I love that sear is everything.
You do know.
I do know. I do know, and I do.
How they don't know is what boggles my mind. Because when Chef Ramsay speaks, if it doesn't embed into everything that you are, you're done.
If I was going to be a contestant on Hell's Kitchen, and I knew that I had to be in Hell's Kitchen in 2 weeks, might I go to YouTube and go to Gordon Ramsay's channel and watch how he cooks some scallops?
Did I not watch how he did everything?
Did you prep? Did you prep?
Of course.
Tell me about your prep.
Out of respect for Chef Ramsay, you have to. I made a Wellington before I went on the show.
Tell me about it.
I went in, I watched him how to make a Wellington.
Yeah.
I went home one day and I made my own. It's a very tedious process.
Yeah. With the drying out the mushrooms because It makes it. You don't want to boil it.
Yeah, the mushrooms go in, no oil, nothing in the pan.
That mustard, the Dijon mustard.
The
wrap it in the
hot
parm.
English mustard.
And did you do that with the?
Yes, sir. The crepes.
Yeah.
And then the pastry.
Wow. And how did it come out?
Not like his.
How do you know it is? I went to Hell's Kitchen one time, and I ordered the beef Wellington.
Sure.
And the kitchen got shut down. This was season 10. And I go, well, can we at least get dessert? They go, no, it's over. You have to leave now. Like, it's not the same as a restaurant.
I owe you one.
All right.
You lose, you lose.
All right. Well, that's cool.
And why are you wearing red, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh,
you know why? I'll tell you
Monique.
why.
Monique got to you, didn't she?
Because I love Roar USA.
There we go.
Thank you for all the great clothes.
There we go. Plug. Boom. Awesome.
Oh my God.
There we go.
All right. So we're talking about Gordon Ramsay getting in your face. What's it like to be on the receiving end of that dump truck on you?
Yeah, right? Could you imagine?
No. I mean, he's right. He's going to be right.
He's right. He's only right.
Right.
And even if there's a chance he might not be because maybe he didn't really know what happened, he's still right.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Before I forget,
Yeah.
who screwed up the mashed potatoes in the last episode? Was it Randy? Because he goes,
I didn't tell you I did it?
You idiot.
You idiot. I was in the dining room, so I'm glad I wasn't involved.
But you have found out since then. You have to disclose.
To be honest,
the statute of limitations has run out,
it's done.
And we in the episode it doesn't say who ruined the mashed potatoes. I want to know right now, Josh, who ruined the mashed potatoes?
as a chef, you take responsibility for whatever is in front of you.
Sure.
If my lamb that Brendan cooked is wrong, that's my lamb.
Sure.
That's mine. That's my product. As a chef, you are responsible for everything that is in front of you. If you take over somebody's station, that's yours now.
Right.
You've assumed responsibility. So whatever happens to that station,
Right.
who's on it? And whoever's on that station, they are responsible for it. So it doesn't matter who added the cream. That person is responsible for fixing it.
Are you going into politics because you dodged my question? Pretty good. Pretty darn good.
I do want to go into politics one day. It is in the end game. Ronald Reagan did it, right? So let's be a chef. An actor. We'll see. Race car driver.
You're not. In that last episode last week, you were not really around, or you were there, but I didn't see you pop up in the dinner service. What we saw on Fox
until the end, where I had to go in there and help the girls, like Batman.
No. How do you lay low like that during service? There's only 4 or 5 of you.
You pray.
Yeah.
You pray the whole damn time.
What was your station that
I was in the dining room.
Oh.
I was in the dining room. So I was let off the hook.
So
the dining room was amazing to kind of, it was like, okay, let me just do what I
That's
have
where
to
you
do.
should be doing
the whole time.
You were doing the octopus appetizer.
I was correct.
Right.
Correct.
So Marino
For Miss California.
So Marino teaches you how to do it once, and then
Yes, his knowledge is amazing.
Yeah.
He's a genius. God bless his pizza shop, but he is very good at what he does too. And I learned a lot from just watching him. What you have to do in a suit and tie for those people,
yeah.
it's tough.
Well, tell me about your interaction with the Hell's Kitchen guests. Did you really have a good time with them?
I really did. I really enjoyed
Tell
it.
me.
Miss California
What do you remember?
was there. I remember seeing about 10 beautiful women on a round table.
Wow.
And having the opportunity and the privilege to entertain them. And I enjoyed it. I was kind of upset they didn't show it. I thought I did all right.
I'm sure you did.
It was amazing.
Tell me about the appetizer, the octopus appetizer.
Octopus. I love octopus.
Break it down.
Let's see if I remember.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Whatever you can remember.
Whatever I can. Searing octopus, searing anything, cooking anything in front of people can be detrimental to one if they don't have self-confidence.
Right.
Also, it's a show. I am a showman. So I have to talk to you. I have to make you believe that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I have to entertain you. I have to talk to you. I want to show you that, hey, you can do this too. Talk to them, make them a part of it, bring food to the table.
Wow.
And that's amazing because that's all I really ever wanted to do is entertain people.
Yeah.
And entertaining people with food is a beautiful thing because, your soul and your stomach is the same.
Was that a flambe situation?
It wasn't. It wasn't, which I'm glad because you don't want to let anybody fire. Right? But flambe, I don't need a flame to light things on fire.
Right on. Okay, good. All right. Well,
fire is created within.
Yeah. So you guys the red team was obviously having their struggles.
They were.
But
I heard them too. I heard Ramsey. Oh my God.
I thought you were so focused on the blue side.
Yeah, but when Chef Ramsey has any words that are over the elevation of, you assholes, you listen. So you don't know. So you take a look back. Okay, what's he yelling at? It's not me. Okay. But I think he messed with me a little bit. I know he yelled at me for a minute. Josh, get back to work.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to the girls. I'm easily distracted.
You were talking to the girls during service?
The Miss California.
Yeah, out in the dining room.
I would say the lovely women that were there.
Oh my God.
So I'm talking to him and he's trying to keep me on track. So Josh, get out of there.
So
go to your room.
The blue team, you're cooking, you're hitting on all cylinders, and then you have to go over and do the red kitchen. Isn't it weird to try to locate everything in a different kitchen instantaneously?
Especially when it's a shithole. It's a mess.
Wow.
They didn't get kicked out for succeeding. They didn't get kicked out for having everything organized. You assess the situation, you see what they did, and you throw it all away. You start over. Start at the tickets. Okay, I got 10 salmon. How many lamb do you have? Okay, how long are we going? Let's go to the pass in 10 minutes. Let's go here. This is communication. Communication is so key in the kitchen. Without communication,
keep going.
I'm sorry.
No.
Without communication, you're all a detriment to yourself. You're all in trouble.
You felt like you guys were good talkers?
I do. We had camaraderie. We had a brotherhood. A lot of us. Millie and Brett became friends. Became brothers.
Yeah.
We had fun together. Every victory brings you closer together.
Could you possibly practice Gordon Ramsay's rapid fire call? Table 44, 2 salmon, 2 Wellington, 2 chicken. I mean, it's faster than that.
It is faster than that. But you're faster than life when you're in the kitchen. You can't think. You got to go. Let's go here. You got 2 lamb, 2 chicken. Let's go. 2 minutes to the pass. Let's go. Boom. That's it. You don't have time to think. It's muscle memory. I've been doing this for a little while. I was head
on
chef.
A line.
I was head chef of I was head chef of French Bistro in Manhattan. Saturday nights were crazy. You have to be psycho.
Yeah.
You have to be psycho. It's either you got it or you don't. And if you don't got it, you're not there.
Right.
Colin Clancy is the owner of the restaurant. Great guy. Really.
Let's give him a shout out.
Yeah, Colin Clancy. Thank you, Colin.
All right.
Kathleen.
Yeah.
Great people. Really great people.
What's it like taking food up to the pass to Gordon Ramsay when you're not 100% sure?
It's terrifying.
Really?
It's terrifying. And there was times I saw my Wellington. I said to myself, is that going to pass? I'm not an idiot. I just play dumb. You know you're going to get yelled at when you're going to get yelled at. Oh. When you slice into something and it's not done and you keep slicing, he's going to tell you to get the fuck out.
Right.
He's going to tell you this because you deserve it. He's not doing it because he wants to. He's doing it because he has an obligation to food. He has an obligation to the world to teach us because he does know and he feels that. He's accepted that. He's taken this responsibility. Look at all of his shows.
Right.
Look at Master Chef Junior. He's starting it on another level. And see, that's what I'm saying about the children. He knows it. And he's trying to do what he can with it. And I respect that 100%. I think that's remarkable. And that's something I want for my life.
I think we should have, with you as a guest of honor, a Hell's Kitchen viewing party.
I would be honored.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be awesome. I would love that.
I know you're probably lined up every week, but
I would love that.
Tuesday nights, my buddy has a great restaurant. I'm going to let everyone in Southern California know. It's called the Wyland Brewery. Wyland Brewery with fresh garlic fries that are just
awesome. I love garlic. It's in my blood.
Yeah.
By choice or not, it's in my blood.
Have you stopped with French fries? Fried food?
I have.
No fried food for you?
No, you can't.
No, okay.
But I will say this.
You have a cheat day ever?
I don't have cheat days, I have cheat moments.
What's a cheat moment?
A cheat moment is if I want a French fry, I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
But
A French
fry. Don't deprive yourself. I know it sounds crazy.
A French fry.
A French fry.
An order?
Discipline is everything.
Wow, you are hardcore.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. If you want what I want out of this life and the next, you have to be disciplined.
All right, Wyland Brewery. It's in Bixby Knolls, which is like North Long Beach.
Beautiful.
We got TVs all over. We're putting on Hell's Kitchen. It makes these lamb ribs.
Oh yeah.
That were just.
I'm a lamb rib guy.
I was like,
as long as it has time to rest.
Really? As
long as it has time to rest.
Is that barbecue?
I'm confused.
It just these lamb, ribs are like beef, pork, lamb, sumptuous, big, and then we'll eat.
I'm salivating.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do.
I'm salivating. Hold on.
All right. So now we have to find out
when. We will.
That's going to be, just keep checking right back here. But let's talk about the future of season 14.
It gets intense.
It always does.
Shit gets real. I think that, and maybe I'm
There's
a little
11
biased.
chefs left.
11 left to go. Mm-hmm. Well, 10 left to go.
Right. Yeah, 10 left to go. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think that everybody else should be excited. There's a lot of cool things coming.
Okay.
I don't want to give anything away. All I'm saying is you better keep watching.
Okay. All right. Well, what about, and I like to ask contestants this, what about the confessional? I mean, there is a place where you can do what you have to do. How did you use the confessional? What was your strategy with the confessional? And what do you remember most about the confessional?
It's therapy. The confessional is therapy. I talk to myself, right?
Oh, we know that.
I'm in a room by myself talking to myself. What's better than that?
Right.
I'm in front of a camera. Nobody's around. I'm letting loose.
Now, is it like Josh time, or are you just whenever you feel like rolling in? How does it work?
It's I guess it's all specific to the show. It's
like, Josh, we need you in the confessional?
Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
So basically, when things arise, there may need an explanation. Hey, would you like to explain why Millie just screamed at Brendan? Hey, Millie, why did you scream at Brendan? You need the facts. We want to get you the facts. We want you to enjoy this show more than anybody else. We want you to know what happened. It's awesome. It's crazy.
So help me to understand.
Sure.
Okay, so because we see the dinner service, and then it's confessional time. So will they pull you out during service and say talk about that, or will they wait till right after service, or how does it work?
Each situation is very different.
Okay.
It's all about when the opportunity arises. It's I can't tell you too much anyway. I gotta keep some things secret.
I know. I just want to know. I want to know structure. I want to know structure.
Structurally,
because it seems to vibe perfectly.
Sure,
as it's happening in current time. Do they have a playback for you and go, look, we're going to play back for you?
No. Then there may be some buzzwords. There may be some words of recognition, something that I can help me remember. Hey, do you remember this? Okay, let's talk about it. So there may be times where I'm able to talk about things that I really want to talk about. But it's only when the opportunity kind of presents itself. During dinner service, a lot of I'd say 9 out of 10 times, how the hell are you going to get out of there?
Right.
You're not going to be able to pee. You can't talk to anybody.
Right.
We got shit to do.
Right.
We got fish to fry.
Yeah.
So there is no time when there's no time. When there is time, that's the time. That's the time we go in and we confess. It does help you. It helped me so much. It helped me a lot. I was able to really kind of hear what I was going through and develop that into a plan.
How long is the stretch? Is it 6 weeks?
I think I'm 7-1.
Crazy. So you're sequestered from the world. What's that like?
It's tough, but you can't think that way. It's Survivor. You're alone on this island, and the only way out is success or death, right?
Yeah.
Sink or swim.
Yeah.
Shit or get off the pot. So that's it. That's the way it is.
Right on.
That's the way it is.
Oh.
Here's my phone. Take it. I don't need it. I got shit to do.
Wow.
You don't think about anything. You sign up for this. You're saying, here's my heart and my soul. And there it is.
So, idle time in the dorms, did you make the most of it? Because they show sometimes that there's some drinking, there's some jacuzzi. How did you make the most of it, or did you not make the most of it?
Depended on the day.
Yeah.
If I felt great that day, all I wanted to do was make people laugh.
Yeah.
I really did. I wanted to have fun. We're there to have fun.
Who's your best friend from the red team right now, 2015?
Megan. I think Megan is a gem. I think she's a great person. Yeah, she's a badass. She's tough, man. But guess what? To be anybody in this industry, your armor has to be seen.
Well, she's going to step off the line and be a person.
And she can.
Right.
She can. If you see her in Did she not try to help Sarah?
Yes,
Was
she did.
anybody else trying to help Sarah?
Right.
Only Megan.
Right.
And Sarah needed more than a little bit of help.
Yeah, exactly.
She needed a little bit more than a little bit. So that is a chef. I respect certain people for who they are based on what they've got. That little extra. Millie, you could see it.
Yeah.
Brett, you could see it. I understand you're not going to like somebody on their personality, but I'm not into your personality as much as I get to your soul. I need to know who you are. If I like who you are, if I like where you come from on the inside, that's all I see.
So you live in Southern California, but if you win Hell's Kitchen season 14, it's the head chef position at Caesars in Atlantic City,
Correct.
back in your hometown.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
You tell me.
It is.
Is that the prize you want? Because it could be Vegas, it could be Telluride, it could be London. Going back to Jersey, is that in your life plan?
Working for Gordon Ramsay, being with Gordon Ramsay is in the life plan. Having this relationship with him is in the life plan. Yes, of course. Chef Ramsay offers you something, you take it. If it's a sandwich, if it's a hug, if it's a job, you take it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh God! You know what would be a nightmare? I think I saw this a couple of seasons ago. When Gordon presents a dish and you have to replicate it.
Sure.
You know what is it? What do they call that? They call it I make it you whatever they call it.
Yeah, taste it, I'll make it.
Taste it, I'll make it.
Taste it, I'll make it. Hashtag taste it, I'll make it.
So, but I've seen him put out there like a frozen food dish, and he pretends like his dish. You know what I mean?
Really?
And,
I don't know.
No. I've seen that.
Really?
I've seen him do that where they make it look nice, but it's definitely frozen from the supermarket, frozen 6 months ago, and then he has the contestants taste it on purpose, and they're like, the texture, Gordon, Chef Ramsay, and he's like, well, I didn't cook that.
I didn't do it. I actually got it from the garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
You trust him.
Right.
Trust, he deserves trust.
But there's going to be tricks.
Of course there's going to be tricks, but you expect that from a guy like that.
Yeah.
You expect that. You don't get to where you are
But
without tricks.
if it tasted like mush, think about the other chefs before him. Would you go, Chef, that chicken's a little mushy?
Not on camera. Not on camera. But out of respect for Chef Ramsay, I'd have to mention it. You'd have to. You'd have to.
Let's see.
But you don't ever want to put him on a spot.
Right.
I would never want to put him on a spot. But in a conversation over dinner, hey, Chef, what the fuck was that? He's a guy. He's a man. He's a human being. He's got a big heart.
Oh, my God.
Chef, what the fuck was that?
You would never. Ever.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Listen. Yes, I would. I'm real. I accidentally talk shit.
How?
Accidentally.
In Hell's Kitchen, did you?
Of course.
Like what?
Of course, you gotta see. You can't see Cameron. I told Cameron I'd break my foot off in his ass. Don't step on my toes, Cameron. I don't like to be challenged by people who I feel like just want to challenge.
Yeah.
If you want to teach me, God, I'm gonna get my notepad. I'm gonna get my pen. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna listen to you. If you want to fuck with me, I don't like that.
Wow.
I don't like it. I learned it my dad. My dad is a retired police officer.
What's his name?
Ralph.
Big
Daddy!
Ralphie.
And my mother's Barb. My mom has a heart of gold, and my dad has arms of steel. I got my ass kicked when I was a kid, and my mom, brushed me off and said, "Get out there. I'll take care of it."
Wow.
I'm very blessed. My sister Olivia has been such a big part of this with me. I can't do it without him.
Yeah, you look like the complete picture of a guy who's got it all together with a life plan. Josh, could you handle the head chef position over at Caesars in Atlantic City?
Of course. Whatever I have to do in this world and the next, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Whatever it takes to get what I want out of this life, I'm going to do it. I'm going to squeeze the juice.
What's the key to managing people? You've been doing it since you were 14.
Managing people is all about understanding where they're coming from. And if you don't understand the person you're talking to, how are you going to get through to them? You can't. You can't. He's got it down to a science. But it's real. It becomes real. Knowledge is power. And power gets you you to where you have to be in this life. And I'm excited about it. I can't wait for what the future holds. I'm excited. And if eventually down the line, if I could be a superhero, that's all I want.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I want to be a superhero.
All right, the AfterBuzz airwaves are yours. You get to now give us in as loud a volume as you want. You can give us your Chef Ramsay impersonation. So right to this camera right here.
Right to there?
Yeah. Whatever you want. Say whatever you want.
Josh, you fucking monkey! Get out of here! Go, Josh! I love
Josh,
you, Chef Ramsay.
Josh Trovato. Follow him on Twitter. Really, I think, I'm a fan of Hell's Kitchen.
Me too.
And thank you, because I think this is the show, this after show is
amazing. This show is amazing. I mean, you really, I'm very impressed. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much,
Kevin
Maria.
Undergaro, Maria Menounos, producer Marissa.
Thank you so much.
We're going to do some Hell's Kitchen after parties. And how do we follow you on Twitter?
At Huge Joshman. Huge Joshman. Cheese. You want some cheese with that? Want some cheese with those fries?
Load it on, baby.
Cheese with those fries?
Okay, I'm not going to say this, but I want you Black Jackets for sure. If there is one in your future, come right back. And we're going to do those Hell's Kitchen viewing parties right here in Southern California. So, Big Josh, thank you so much. And thank you for being here. Download us on iTunes. Give us a decent review. We appreciate that. Comment. Thank you, Deborah, for being there every single week. Leo Quinones, and may all your dishes be great. Now, get out! Piss off! Thank you, guys. And what a great show. Thanks, brother.
You. Awesome.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Come on.
God bless. Awesome.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. Donkey! Get out of here! Get out! Piss off! Fuck off, you donkey!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.